Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Divine Decodes, and today the topic we are considering is I got the comment in my recent video that please tell in future for Jungkook's stubborn nature, will there any arguments between him and Mrs. Jeon? So on the basis of this question, we will be decoding different information regarding if there gonna be any fight between Jungkook and Mrs. Jeon, and if yes, that what could be the reasons for their fights, and a lot of more information about this. So stay with the channel, subscribe to the channel, and also like the video to appreciate me and motivate me to come up with more important and interesting topics related to this, or to reply back to your comments in these ways. So let's start with this. The first the cards games is Strength, the Lovers, and the Queen of Pentacles card. And from Strength card I can get right now that in this card the lion is symbolized by Jungkook personalities and Mrs. Jeon as a person who is taming that lion. And from this card I can tell you that Mrs. Jeon is really a very courageous woman. She has a lot of inner strength to be able to control this crazy lion. She is fearlessly even putting her hand in lion's mouth. So yes, she will be no less to reply back to Jungkook in case of any fights between them. She'll be able to answer him back. I can even see that through her self-love and unconditional love between them, they can tackle any situation or any misunderstanding coming between them in future. As we all know, the fights are the integral part of every marriage, and it is considered as a negative only when it extends beyond some limits or it goes at an extreme level. But some little bit fights are important for a bond to build strong and to be able to learn each other well, to be able to manage each other's shortcomings and help each other. In Jungkook and Mrs. Jeon's bond, I can see that one of the reasons for their fights could be the choices they make or the decisions they take in various situations. So their thought process may be different as their personalities are different. The one is a spiritual person and other is a more practical and action oriented person, so their approach to any situations is going to be different, and in these ways the decisions they take and the choices they make will going to create a chaos or could be the reason for their fights in future. But I think if they keep their love on the surface rather than the issues and try to balance out their energies in the most effective ways, they could tackle any situation. They just need to follow in between method, that is not accepting anyone's opinion or decision fully, but to come up on in between decision through communication will be more effective for them, because both personalities have got very strong identities and they will not going to accept anyone's opinion without any logical reasons to it. And I think their perspectives right now could be different, but their love, their bond, and their souls are old. They need to understand that the reason for their fights could be based on lots of illusions. The reality will be different, but they must be understanding the way they want themselves to. So they would have to be open enough to understand that each thing from others person perspective. If they do that, there will not be any problems between them related to any choices or decisions. I also believe that the fights between them could also be related to the balance they have to bring between business and the work, or the home life and the work they have in hand, like responsibilities. I know the Jungkook is a public figure and he has got the lots of responsibilities, and that's why it's said that you should marry only when you're ready to take up a huge responsibility, because if you can't manage or balance it, it will not be going in a smooth way. But from Queen of Pentacles card I am seeing deceptive energies working for them, which is helping us to know that there is a huge possibility of understanding between them, that they'll be able to understand each other very well, and they are ready to be flexible enough to mold their opinions and accept each other in a more open ways. I think it will take a time for them to actually be a master of this, but if they once achieve this, their bond will be so strong. Next card which I pulled are Page of Wands, Temperance, Four of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, and Eight of Pentacles. And from these cards, I am getting that yes, Jungkook is a very rebellious child, or you can say a stubborn personality, which don't listen to anyone, and this could be a reason for their fights as well. I am getting that he's not going to listen to Mrs. Jeon about limiting his alcohol intake. I also feel that his way of taking an action suddenly to any new idea he gets in his mind is also not good, because sometimes he do not need to rush upon the things. He would have to analyze and see it on the different ways, then choose your desired actions. So the fights between them will be more during initial time of their marriage, or just after the marriage for a certain period of time, till they'll have a child. And after having a child, I think they'll become more matured analytical person and will be able to balance the things even through the hard times. They'll be able to get out easily, very smoothly, without any problem. They'll be having a lot of courage to face any troubles in their life or any hardship, any negative person as well. I am also seeing that they will be arguing at a very simple and silly things. Also, there could be arguments and fights between them related to self thought issues. Like if they have something in their mind, they're not going to communicate and ask for its reality, but they will be making it more and piling up in their head with lots of overthinking. It's important for them to look beyond what they believe inside, that to look upon a big picture what has really happened and get to know about the truth. And these are related to their emotions like their love, and also about the fake rumors they're going to listen in future as well. I believe there is a possibility of fights regarding their social relationships, like social bondings, and also their personal matters. In future, lots of news will be coming out of blue, you can say rumors, and this going to heat up a lot of arguments between them. But what is needed right now is to be stable. King of Pentacles card is telling us this person has to first think and analyze, and then would have to take an action. If they are in a rush situation, they'll end up regretting afterwards. I also believe that in their relationship, the past is their light, and in front of them, there always be dark and black. You understand in this way that in any situation or in any rumors, any argument, they only need to pay attention to their back, like previous situations. They'll be able to get the answer to this. They would have to see a reality just by looking back what has happened and analyze it situation once again. So at the back moments for their life, for their bond, the brightness and the truth is at the back. But in front there were lots of darkness, there are lots of fake things and rumors. If you're not ready to open your eyes to the truth, if you're not ready to hear, to communicate, and to find out the truth, there will be a hardship in their relationship definitely. I can also see that there is a possibility of some people trying to create a problem in their relationship and in between them by showing lots of fake emotions. And if they want to tackle this very smoothly, what is required is trust. If they trust each other blindly, they'll be able to get out of all the people who are fake in their life, who are taking advantage by showing a fake emotions and fake tears. I also believe that there is a need to balance a fire element in both of them. As we all know, this fire element is there in Jungkook a lot. So he needs to really balance this out. Otherwise, he will going to be more aggressive person who can not only harm him but also his relationship with Mrs. Jeon. The reading I have done till now, I can see that the most important thing which is required for their relationship is to have a balance, truth, and trust. Now, from Justice, Seven of Wands, Ten of Wands, King of Swords, and King of Cups card, I am getting that they really need to protect their relationship. They should keep it private, revealing about their bond very much or being social in these perspective just to protect their energies. They should maintain a boundaries, and also they need to prioritize their relationship. I believe that they might think prioritizing relationship is not important. They would have to look upon their careers, but I think they need to balance it, and the more emphasis should be put upon the aspects which need an immediate action or which at that point of time need attention. I think that if they takes up lots of responsibilities and a work on them, it will be hard for them to give their precious time for their relationship, and then it will create problems. I'm also seeing that they need to stand up for each other and defend irrespective of right or wrong at that moment. They really need to be a big supporter for each other, always and all the time, irrespective of any misunderstanding going between them at that moment. Because if they shows it out to the world that they are having a misunderstanding, people going to take advantage of this, and the things is going to exaggerate and will going to harm their relationship. I also believe that there are some people around them, very close to them, which are not good for them. They are people who can harm their relationship. So they need to analyze their patterns, their behavior with their partner, and need to cut any bond with them as fast as possible. And also, they need to be cautious while talking to elder people in their family or their cultures while practicing it. What they require to consider in this situation is just patience. If they are patient enough to understand each other culture, each other differences and emotions, they can build up more trust for them. Otherwise, this simple thing could become the reason for their mental pain and lots of worries, which can easily be tackled out. And when it comes to show their love and express about their bond and relationship to others, they would have to be so confident that they don't show any inner problems they might be having. They also need to understand that any relationship or any person or even their career doesn't have so much of value than their relationship is, than their partner is. So they really need to prioritize that. And also, they don't need to worry about what people think about them, Jungkook and Mrs. Jeon, about their bond, about their relationship, because it's going to change, it's going to transform. Whatever they are thinking, going to change towards protection. What is required is just to enjoy the process of being with each other, just to enjoy of maturing their relationship, because afterwards they're going to have the stability in their life. If they take a stress, it's going to be a hard for them, and if they take it as an enjoying each and every moment and enjoying the process of mastering how to have a long last relationship. And after all this work, the others people's emotions will not going to matter to them. Whatever people will be saying, it's not going to affect them in any way. So they'll be protected against any bad negative people or energies. As I said before, the arguments or the fights are not bad, but if it doesn't go extreme, in the initial stages everyone has to face little bit problems. They have to be flexible enough to understand others' opinion and accept it. They would have to adjust, compromise, and sacrifice also at some times. But later, when they achieve a matureness in the relationship, they're going to have bright, satisfied future with lots of self-love, the emotional satisfaction, support with each other. They're going to live freely with no burdens, no fears, and no fake peoples. Their relationship is going to be like the sun and the moon, experiencing both the phases, the beautiness of both the elements, the warmth and the cooling effect, lots of egos, but lots of emotions as well. Sometimes carefree, sometimes so tensed about each other, so caring, so nurturing, sometimes being assertive like a father, and the other moment being loving like a mother. After all problems, they'll have a strong relationship and lots of personal secrets hidden inside them. So this is all for today's video. I hope you like my reading, and if you just have to like the video, subscribe to my channel, share if you want it. This time I've taken one comment as the topic, and the other times I'll be taking the other comments, and we'll also be picking up the other topics, so don't worry. Lots of love to all my viewers and subscribers. Thanks a lot staying with me till the end. Bye bye.